Hi everybody. So in this video we're going to make a singly linked list, and you can do this using either a struct or a class. In this example we're going to use a class, and a linked list, right, again is just where one you're going to make one object and it is going to point to the next object in the list. And if there's no next object, it's going to have a null pointer for the next object in the list. So we're just going to first make the node. So we're going to need I'm going to go to CLion, and we're going to have we're going to use our my node and CPP and header file. So we have our implementation and our header file and our main program. So what we're going to want to first do is create our class, right? So we're going to put that in the header. Make this a little bigger so we could see it. And so we're going to say class my node. And again, we like when we're making classes to have the class name match the file name of your header file. This just makes it easy for organizational purposes, for going and finding, when you have the code, go find out where that is. And in this, we're just going to have, I'm just going to make a simple char with a letter, and then we're going to also make another my node with a pointer to the next. Now next is a normal, like the words that we use in it, so that we can say, like, what is the next node in the list. And so that's the private part, right? So then we're going to need a public part where we actually have the constructors. So we're going to have a my node, and we're going to have the destructor. And then we probably want our normal setters and getters. So we need to have a void set letter where we pass in a letter, and a void set next where we pass in a pointer to the my node. And then also getters, right? So this is going to return a char get letter and a my node pointer of get next. So then what I like to do again is copy, and we'll copy all of them, all of these functions that we made, and we go into our implementation file, and that's where we're going to paste these, and we're just going to make stubs, right? Stubs are where we just have the information in it, but we don't actually have what it actually does yet. So we just do my node. We need to say what where that file can be located, right? And we turn the semicolons into the curly braces. And this will just let us compile and not have to build all of them right away, right? So I like to do this, and then I can just do a compile, right? And oh, see, it's not happy. We did something wrong. No return statement. So, right, we need return statements in these. So we're going to say return letter. And then this one is going to be return my node, or next. So now when we compile, it should be happy. See? So that's why I always like to do this, is because you never know when you're going to forget something. And so compiling early and often is always a good plan. So now with these, we need to do our set nodes. So we could have where we're just going to have letter equal to, if you're going to have default ones, and we could have next equal to null pointer. So that is our default constructor where we're just setting the values to the things. And then with set letter, right, we're gonna letter is gonna equal L, and set next, next is gonna equal N. And so there you go, we have our basic ones of everything that we need in here. So if we wanted to compile and make one, right, we could say my node, and we'll just call it mn, and we could say mn dot set letter, and we could put it A, and we can also do a standard cout and print out. We don't need to type the word print, but okay, so my node letter, right? And so mn dot get letter. Now I didn't make a list of these yet, so I just made the initial one, and so it's automatically going to set the next to null pointer, right? And so this should just print out, and we should get our A to print out, right? Which is all we did. So it's the start of, it's a simple class that we made. And now we want to actually make the list. So what we're going to do in the next video is create a list of nodes that we can connect together so that we can store our data in a linked list.